come to a realization. I want to talk about book spoilers. I want to talk about the characters I like, the plot points I find interesting when I discuss a particular book or book series with you all here on this channel. But I also want to create a spoiler-free space where I can advocate for certain authors and their books without disclosing what happens as the plot twists and reveals in their stories. So, light bulb moment, I figure, why don't I use my series as discussions channel, which at the minute only has one video uploaded, to give spoiler inclusive reviews and discussions of books within a particular series, and use this new channel, Absolute Authorities, to give spoiler-free discussions about particular authors and the books of theirs that I own and I have read, so that I can advocate for those authors without spoiling the books for you, whilst still having a space to discuss those books really in depth on another playlist / channel / content sequence. Proviso is obviously going to be that I have to have read these books myself, so you know that these are my genuine thoughts. I'm not just espousing things other people have told me. So all of these reviews, opinions, advice that I'm giving about each of these authors, the series, the books they've written, are genuine and authentic. You can basically think of me as a user tester before you invest in these products and spend hours and hours of your time reading this author's work. I'll let you know if I think it's worth your time. Some authors, for example, Emily Henry, who's behind me, have written multiple standalone books. So in that particular author's video, I will simply go through each of their individual works. I may even consider giving them a ranking or a recommended reading order for you guys to follow. So welcome to Absolute Authority, a playlist where I am specifically going to talk about a given author and the books of theirs that I own and have really liked. The aim of this is to discuss the general impression I've got of an author, their works, their writing style, and let you know which of their books I've read and that I recommend you pick up and give a read as well. When I like a particular author, I have a tendency to go out and find every single book they've ever written. It's kind of like setting myself the challenge of saying, okay, I've really liked this particular book or this particular series by someone, and I figure I am now going to read everything they have ever written if I can get my hands on it. For quite a few authors, this is still a work in progress. I've got plenty of their books, but by no means all of them. So when it comes time to discuss those authors, what I'll do is I will let you know exactly which books by them I own, and we can then work our way through my opinions on each and whether I think you should start with book A or book B when introducing yourself to that particular author's work if you've never read them before. This also means that if you've read a certain set of books by an author and I have read more, I can tell you which of their other books are worth you picking up. Other authors may simply have multiple series, in which case I'll tell you the order in which I read them and if I recommend you follow that structure or try a different structure when you do your read-throughs. Quite a few are a mixed bag. They have series, they have standalones. I will simply talk you through how I've experienced the books and if I recommend you emulate that or take a slightly different route through the universe or the world of their writing. Unsurprisingly, I have a lot of authors and a lot of books to make my way through, so I'm going to start publishing these alternating with my other content series. These are going to be short videos that come out regularly. I'm hoping these will interact really nicely with my series as discussions content sequence and my third regular sequence, which, if you think logically, isn't going to be about the whole series. It won't be about specific authors. It will be about something smaller, if you catch my drift. I'm really excited to be announcing that. I'll probably launch the third and final series like this at the beginning of next week. So I hope you like this series in concept. Fingers crossed that when you come across it at some point in the future, this is simply the introduction to a long playlist of items that you can simply binge and watch through. If not, and you're here at the very beginning, this should be a fun journey to go on. I think this should complement the existing series and the one that I'm about to launch really nicely. These will obviously all work around and be considerate of my large scale videos, which are the Bouger Book Talks, which I'm going to release semi-regularly, nowhere near as frequently as I am these short content sequences. So hopefully this kind of content ticks a box for you. These discussions are going to be spoiler free and purely discuss a particular author's works that I have read to date. If you're looking for spoiler focused discussions, then you can have a look at some of my other content sequences, which shall hopefully be apparent by the name of the playlist title, the kind of books that I'll be talking about in those. If you have any particular authors you would like me to focus on or discuss, or even simply recommend authors to me once you've got a feel for the kind of books I like to read, which are mainly romance and fantasy, I'll be honest, then please comment below and let me know. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe for the full experience of what I am building here on this channel and the rest of this sequence as it goes live. As always, a big thanks for watching the video. I will see you later, alligator.